All right, we got to keep going.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Next up, I don't know who we got.
What up, fam?
Oh, Josh.
Oh, I know it's been a while since I called. A lot of shit going on, but I know the show's not till next week, but like really don't chance
Show
I got
ended.
going.
Should pop back up.
I'm gonna have to just start rapid fire into this. First off, you know, Derek Carr retired. That man needs to get a one-day contract so he can retire a Raider. You know, I know, like, like growing up as a Raiders fan after the Super Bowl, that we fucking sucked. I went through all that shit. And it wasn't until, 2014 when we got Carr and Mack that really felt like the team had a chance, we started moving in the right direction. And Carr kind of had to carry that by himself after we got rid of Mack and everything that happened there. And now Carr wasn't a great player. But, man, for me, watching games and when it came down to tight games, I always would rather let Carr have the ball in his hand than that fucking defense that we would run out there. Because let's be fair, man, we had some really shitty defenses while Carr was quarterback. But I do hope they let him come back, sign a one-day contract, retire, and the draft. I have nothing to complain about the draft. Even though I had my own opinions on beforehand, we got a star or a superstar in the first round. That's what you want. Got what looks like a solid star in the second round. That's what you want. And even the players that some may consider developmental are exactly the players that Pete Carroll is looking for. And we know what Pete Carroll can do. Got trust in that. So I'm rolling with that as well. As far as, just I saw that Jair Packers got released. He quarterback help. I'd like him to get picked up. And then there's a linebacker from the Bengals that just got cut. Probably could be a good addition to folks that know we're hurting on linebackers. I know my time's about to run out. So the last thing I want to say is, y'all see that shit about those 3 fucking referees that got fired for being fucking biased towards the Chiefs? So you know what I gotta say? Man, fuck those refs.
Nice. There you go, Josh.
All right, so the only thing on the Derek Carr quote one-day contract retiring as a Raider thing, he's still under contract with the Saints. He can't do that. That's why, like, when you and I and Michelle were talking about it when it first happened, and we're like, it's not going to happen like right away. Like he might like the torch this year, but any of this stuff, like he quote retired, but you unretire. Like I don't know because didn't the league change those rules when Brett did it? Remember
That's
Favre
right.
did it?
Yeah, because he got out of his contract in Green Bay, right? Was it Green Bay?
Yeah.
And then he went to the Jets.
And then he went to the Jets because he retired and then unretired. There was some wonky shit with that. And so, you can't just sign a guy to a contract. He's currently in a contract with the Saints.
Right.
So
because even though he retired, like he's still got guaranteed money and stuff like that coming from the Saints, right?
Yeah. So I think there's a lot of that kind of stuff to get figured out first before. And he's not the kind of guy to do like a lot of times when players do that, they do the teary press conference in front of, you know what I mean? Like, didn't Peyton do that? Didn't he go back to Indianapolis?
No, he did his thing in Denver.
He did it in Denver. I'm trying to think. There was somebody that I remember that did that like went back. Was it Rivers? The Rivers do one in.
I was going to say that, or maybe like Montana or something like that. Maybe went back to San Fran.
Where they have their
like
teary
that.
press conference at the facility of their old place and all that shit. But anyway, Carr ain't doing that. No. He's not that kind of guy. Like, he's not that kind of guy. So I think the only thing that we're going to see.
Oh, he's this teary-eyed guy.
Yeah, but he's not the look at me, let's do a press conference guy.
No, I'm with you though. I think I imagine we'll see him this year lighting the torch.
Maybe. If not this year, next year. But that's where it's going to go. Mm-hmm. That's going to be kind of the extent.
That might be the extent.
Derek ain't riding off into the sunset in silver and black. So I know a lot of people want that, but that ain't gonna happen. Now he may rep the Raiders as he continues his whatever next phase of life.
I think that's the move. You know, I think that the Raiders are a little bit different in that aspect than any other team. When we say once a Raider, always a Raider, so you don't have to come back because you're already welcome.
You're already there.
You're already there.
And now's the time, and as much shit as I've given that guy over the past handful of years, now is the time to celebrate him, though. Yeah,
sure.
Be like Josh there. Like, celebrate. Like, be thankful for what it was that you, whatever reason that you were a fan of that guy.
Why not?
You know, then absolutely. Because now that kicks in. Of all the people that were like, what happened to once a Raider, always a Raider? Well, not when you're wearing gold and black. No, then that doesn't apply. When you're actively playing for another team in the NFL,
right.
No.
Right.
Kenny Stabler wasn't once a Raider, always a Raider when he was wearing two-tone blue. You know what I'm saying? Or baby blue, anyways. You know? He wasn't when he was with the Saints. He wasn't once a Raider, always a Raider. The day he retired, yes. Now you rep the Raider. Kenny repped him until the day that he died.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what Derek will do.
And that's what Derek will do. Look at
little...
Filippiano. Every once in a while, you'll hear Phil talk about his time with the Bills, but the majority of his commentary is about being a Raider. And he reps the Raiders.
There you go.
He ain't going to Buffalo Bills events. He's not holding Buffalo Bills watch parties. He's repping the damn Raiders.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, anyway, but now is the time, I think, to fairly celebrate what Derek did in the silver and black. All right, next up, we've got another one. Are we good on our feed now?
I think we're good, man. We're great.
Okay. Before we get, let's see. Let me play one more, and then we'll give the final shout out there about the jersey.
Okay.
Okay. This is Jacob in Fresno.
Murf, Jeff, Michelle, what is up, guys? It is Jacob from Fresno. I'm not calling as often as I'd like, but I think we got something newsworthy, something call-worthy. I think that this signing of Germaine Pratt is a pretty big deal.
Agree.
Come on, dude.
I remember watching. Let me just set this up a little bit. Let me go back. Let's just pretend I didn't even mention him. Right? Didn't mention the guy's name. Let's think about some numbers. There are some numbers in the NFL, in football in general, even high school football. There are some numbers that are just reserved for the backups only, right? They're just reserved for the guys that get the pick after the starters. You get a couple numbers. I don't know. Let's say 29. That's not a very popular number. We got 39. 36 even, 47, depending on, you got like a white safety, like a John Lynch, that type of guy can pull off 47, 57, 67, 70, 79, those kinds of numbers. They're just not their stars. Those guys aren't wearing those numbers, right? We got all these backups, and, you're never going to see a starting center wear like 57. You're never gonna see, but we got this starting caliber linebacker, guy that had 143 tackles, I think, last year, 2 interceptions. The guy was a beast. He's a stud. You see him in his playoff games, he's rocking fellas. He is just a hard-hitting linebacker, the type of guy you want on your team, and look, we got him. Number 57 of the Cincinnati Bengals coming to the Las Vegas Raiders. The guy's got to be a hard-nosed football player. He's going to hit you in the mouth. He's going to make you cry. He's going to make you wish that your team was wearing silver and black because it looks just so darn good on a guy that hits so darn hard. The Raiders are back. I don't want to hear any excuses. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to win it all. And I got to say it.
Raiders.
God bless you. And bye-bye.
There you go, Jacob. Yeah, so is he rocking 57?
Yeah, that's his number.
Okay, that's his number. So he's gonna channel some playoff Willie.
That's what I was gonna say, Swag Jeff.
Come on, dude.
We will not have any William Earl Compton III slander in this room.
Hell no.
Started off as 51, but when he came back for the playoff Willie run, it was wore 57. Baby. And guess who else wore 57? Or wears? How about this? Guess who wears 57? And he doesn't even have to give it up for Germaine Pratt to wear it as well.
Who was that?
The Violator.
Oh, No, come on,
Violator's
dude. Good call
57
out.
because his favorite player at the time when he started that character was Jerry Robinson, the linebacker for the Raiders. And so Violator wears 57. So you want some significance there? There you go.
How fun. I
Violator
didn't even
and
think about
comp,
that.
man. Yeah.
Wow, that's a strong list.
I'm telling you, man. That's what I'm here for. I got so much stuff up in here.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
And Google.
Ooh, Google. Oh my gosh.
Good stuff there from Jacob and Fresno.
Yeah,
man.
all
like
right.
it. I do like it, but I do, all silliness aside, I do love the Germaine Pratt signing. We talked about it earlier already.
Fantastic.
But it really is, man. That might be you know what I like about Spy Tech? He does sneaky moves. He does shit that just doesn't splash. It's not, Stephen A rambling on about it on some talking head show or whatever.
No, you won't hear about it.
You won't hear about, but then darn it, then you start looking into it, like Jeremy Chin. Who was on who had
good.
Jeremy Chin on their radar that wasn't a Commanders fan? And now you start looking into who this guy is, what he does, what they're gonna do with him, and it's like, oh, you sneaky son of a bitch, Spy Tech. That's a pretty solid freaking move.
Yeah.
And who had Germaine Pratt on their radar?
Absolutely.
It came out of nowhere.
Nowhere. Absolutely.
I
love it.
man. I love Spy
I love
Tech.
it all. I've loved all these signings.
Me too, man.
I mean, there's not one like Landon Roberts is fantastic.
Yes.
That's really good. I love Eric Stokes. I think that's solid. The speedy guy that was opposite of Jair Alexander, which I don't know what the hell the friggin' Packers are going to do. They're screwed. They lost their top two guys.
Right?
Because they just released Jair, right?
Yeah. No, where did he go? Jeez.
I bet he went to like Houston or something like that.
Shit, I saw it. I can't remember. Somebody in the chat room will know.
Okay.
But yeah, somebody signed. It wasn't the Seahawks, but it was like, I can't remember. But it was the freaking Ravens. Because him and Lamar were teammates in college.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was, the Ravens. Yeah, it
Okay.
was the Ravens. Anyways, I don't know where I was going. Oh, with Jacob's point there about one of the points that he was making. Damn it, I was going to say something on it. I can't remember now. I don't know. Anyways, go Spy Tech. All right, let's go to the next
You have
call.
all those things rambling in your head, but then sometimes they just
that's a senior
gone.
moment. Or that's what happens
They gone.
after 50, dude. This shit freaking flies in one ear and out the other. Okay, let's catch us up on what's going on in the the chat room and what's going on with the donations, because this is our last call. And after we give out the Sizzler Award, we will go ahead and do the drawing for that amazing Jacoby Myers jersey.
Was that the last call or is this the last
We got
call?
one more coming up.
Oh, we got one more.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
good.
catch everybody up and then we'll play the last call.
Oh, okay, good. We've had 12 people donate. Jordan Ford says didn't call in, but since the last show, I did get a new job.
Congratulations.
There you go.
Right on, man.
Right on, Jordan Ford. That's fantastic news. But with a $10 donation to the One Nation Foundation
bro.
as well.
Dude, thank you. That's the kind of shit that I'm talking about right there. Like, how kind is that? The guy deals with losing his gig for a minute and still comes back and donates, man. Like, you don't have to do that, Jordan, but know how much we appreciate it and what a gesture that means.
Amazing.
Thank you, brother.
All right, let's play that last
Okay,
call.
ready for it? All right,
Yeah.
let's do it, and then we'll draw. All right, here we go. We got Ron the Materator.
Ron.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Ron. Just wanted to touch base on the first phase of the off season, kind of wrapping up, or the preseason, whatever you want to call it, wrapping up. Trying to balance being cautiously optimistic with being really excited for all the stuff that's happened, since the new regime took over. I think that 7-8 win range is where we would be. I think everybody would completely be happy there. Some people have higher expectations than going 7-8 wins, but I think if we get there, everybody's going to be pretty happy. That's going to demonstrate a lot of growth. And, I think when I look at it, I can't remember if it was you or somebody I was watching was saying, the O-line might be an area of concern. My area of concern is kind of like our DBs with those young DBs. I think that our offense is going to be really good, and we could see a situation like we did with Carr, where we had the lead in a lot of games late, but the defense couldn't hold up to that pressure when the other teams just had to go ahead and throw the ball and try to march down the field on us. I can see that being a thing, worst case scenario. But if we can get to 7-8 wins and stack another draft on top of this one, because if you think about it, Telesco draft was pretty solid as well. So we have stacked a couple really good drafts in a row. And that third draft, if we can stack that in a row, I think we're going to be right in the playoff window next year. So I'm really excited about that and really excited about everything that's going on in the off season. And thank you guys for all you do. Have a good night.
All right.
There you go, Ron.
Stuff, Ron. Ron the Materator, always holding it down, man. Every
Always.
week, never misses a beat, man.
Yep,
never misses.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, Ron, very, very much. All right, we got some drawing to get to.
Yeah, well, let's give it away a
Sizzler
Sizzler.
Award. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, let's do the Sizzler, man. So we started off with some amazing emails from Martin and Paul.
Yes.
Yep, absolutely. So, boys, stay cool over there. Stay cool. And temperature-wise. And just be cool.
Just be cool.
Just be cool. Yeah, for sure. But
Everybody
then on
in
the
our chat room is cool.
everyone here is cool. But then we had some amazing voicemails from Ernesto, Josh Camonite from Raider Dad, Josh in the 703, Jacob in Fresno, and Ron. But tonight's Sizzler Award goes to a guy that just made us pour out our hearts a little bit tonight. So tonight's Sizzler Award goes to Josh from Raider Dad.
Hey.
And the Sizzler.
Sizzler.
Sizzler. Sizzler. Sizzler. Sizzler.
We are Metallica, and we are here for your Oakland Raiders!
You know why we out here, and we ain't playing around today.
From The Walking Dead to errant Jedi Knights, Raiders fans are a rogues gallery.
Oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh, ho, ho. Eh, ha, 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 ho, ho. I appreciate all of those of you that joined us live tonight for this episode of Raiders Fan Radio. You can find us each and every week on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Not next Wednesday, though, because we'll be off. We are moving all the equipment. We are getting it all set up for downstairs.
Let's go.
Man. The new fan cave will be coming at you very, very soon. So not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after, we will be back. We will have another jersey to give away as we continue to raise money for the One Nation Foundation. Thank you to all of those of you and everybody that jumped in the chat room tonight. And thank you to everybody that contributed. Your generosity is never going to go unappreciated around here. We could do entire shows just thanking you guys for your kindness. And
sometimes we do.
And sometimes we kind of do, because we kind of ramble.
Sometimes we don't talk a whole lot of Raiders shit. We're just thanking you guys and talking about the foundation and all that kind of stuff. And all
or
the
like
amazing
tonight, man. Like, we don't get like all sensitive and shit around here very often, but like
we don't.
We freaking, yeah, man. Like that Raider Dad stuff, man. I'm telling you, that just brings something out in me, you know, and Jeff too, and I'm sure many people. And so, anyways, I'll stop and won't go on and on again about it. But yeah. We just keep it real, as the kids say around here.
Keeping it real.
We are what we are. We do what we do, man. That's all it is.
That's it.
Jeff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, let's give that thing away.
Let's give that thing away, man. So much respect tonight to the 13 people that donated tonight. James Williams, CPA Joel, Yoshi, James Furpo, Hooligan Nation, It's the Slayer here, Tider Raider, Foxy Scorpio, Justin Marmon, Trinidad, Wyoming Raider, Jordan Ford, and OG Daniel.
Wow, let's
respect to each and every one of you guys because we kicked off the Summer of Swag in a good way tonight. So can't thank you guys enough. Those 13 donators tonight, we raised $520.
Come on, let's go.
$520 to the One Nation Foundation that goes to amazing causes, amazing Raider-related charities. So yeah, and that's all because of you guys. So thank you guys very much,
man.
So incredible, man. So can't thank you guys enough. Let's give away this signed Jacoby Myers jersey.
All right,
so I'm gonna give it a little shuffle here, and I'm gonna let
you gotta hold it down there when you're giving it a shuffle.
I don't know.
ever look at me while you're saying I'm gonna give it a shuffle.
You're gonna pick from right here too.
No, hell no, I'm not. Put that shit on your camera. Here, put it on your.
Okay, good.
Here, I'll come over there.
Yeah, you come over here. Yeah, you give it a mix up too.
Okay. Ooh, I have many in my hands. Again. Oops. Oh, one fell out.
Oh, was that the one?
I don't know. Let's do it. The one that fell
That's
out.
the one. What number?
3.
Number 3. That is Yoshi.
Hey.
Congratulations, Yoshi. You are the winner of the signed Jacoby Myers jersey.
That's pretty funny.
That's fun. It was meant to be.
It was meant to
be. There you go. There you go. So
awesome.
congratulations, Yoshi. And thanks to everyone again for donating tonight to the One Nation Foundation. We're going to be back 2 weeks from yesterday for another giveaway, like Murf said. I'm not sure which one we're going to do. So follow us on.
We have some bangers on deck, man.
I'm telling you.
The AFL Fred Bolitnikoff signed.
I might have to donate for that.
That thing's gorgeous,
It's
man.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible.
And we got Brock. We got Marcus. Do we have a Howie this year?
No, we've got Freddie. We got Freddie. We got Bo. We got Woodson. We've got Marcus Allen, and we got Brock Bowers.
God dang, man.
I mean, I hate to even say that Jacoby Myers is like the least, they're like the most underwhelming one that we have because, he's our wide receiver one. But
and he's a badass.
And he's a badass. I love it. And he's sure-handed. He's incredible. And I mean, we love Jacoby Myers, but like we've got some heavy hitters
coming up. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But in terms of current modern day players, like he's right as far as pass catchers go, man. He's right
top
there.
Top of the list,
he's
bro.
Right there.
Yep.
All right. So, anyways, thank you again, Raider Nation. We love you guys so very, very much. We will see you in 2 weeks from the new fan cave. Check us out on the socials, please. At Raiders Fan Radio. Help support us there if you can. If you can't contribute to the foundation monetarily, all we ask is for a like, a subscribe, a follow, a retweet. Anything you can do to support the show supports the foundation. I love you guys so very, very much, and look forward to this next evolution of Raiders Fan Radio. I don't have hobbies. I mess with cars a little bit, but I don't golf. I don't hunt. I don't fish. I do this podcast. And to have our podcast take another jump, not only in terms of what it's doing with the nonprofit, but in terms of what we're doing studio-wise and in terms of professionalism, y'all, it's badass.
It's fun. It's going to be fun.
I'm excited.
Can't wait. Thank you guys for being here. Martin, James Furpo, Yoshi, congrats on the win, my friend. Martin, it's the Slayer here. Paul, I'm not Bruno in there. Wyoming Raider, Hooligan Nation, SoCal Sal, Jordan Ford, let's see, Roscoe Revenge, Cepheus in there. Thank you guys for being here. And thanks for everyone that called. Ernesto, Josh Camonite, Josh in the 703, Jacob in Fresno, Ron, and of course the boys in the UK, Martin and Paul on the email side. Can't thank you guys enough because the Sea of Fans is what it's all about, man, because more of you and less of us is a good thing, and that's one of our favorite parts of the whole show. So on behalf of Michelle that isn't here, on behalf of Murf, my name is Swag Jeff, and you've been listening to another episode of Raiders Fan Radio, where we take a lighter side journey into the dark side. Don't forget, boys and girls, what happens in Vegas started in Oakland. We love you. Much respect. See you in a couple weeks, huh?